I cannot shake this feeling. Let's get into it. This feeling of melancholy, it like wraps itself around me like a fog that I can't see through. It isolates me from laughter or any feeling of joy. I've been here 8 times before. It's nothing new. When we get together at Christmas, I hear laughter, and it should bring me comfort. And in a way, it does. But in my mind, it sounds like an echo of something that I'm longing for that I'll never get to have again. Does that make sense? I can never reclaim what we once had. We were such a happy family. We were so very happy. And that doesn't mean that we get to be happy all of our lives. I know that, and I know there's other people who don't get to be happy either. And some people go, you know, you should be happier by now. It's been 8 years since my grandson was killed. When we do get together, I feel pulled between celebrating and grief. Just pulled. I feel guilty if I enjoy moments. I mean, that was really bad at first, but I still feel that. I still feel that. There's an empty seat every time we get together. I see it. It's very prevalent to me. I see it. It's empty. And it will never be filled. Kurt will never have his first date. Never have his first kiss. Kurt didn't get to graduate with his classmates. He was even buried with braces, for God's sakes. He still had braces. That's heartbreaking to me. He will never get to be married. He will never have children. Did you know Kurt's been in 2 weddings since he has passed? At his brother's funeral, there was a stool between the other guys with his baseball glove on it. He was there. He was part of the wedding. And his best friend got married a couple years ago. Ashley went to the wedding. There was a picture of Kurt. Instead of Kurt standing there, it was a picture of Kurt. He was in that wedding also. And that's what I see when we get together. I see that chair there instead of Kurt. all that was taken away from all of us, like it was nothing, like his life was nothing. That's what hurts so badly. The guy who hit their vehicle, he didn't care. That's what hurts. He didn't care. He didn't care about Kurt. He's never tried to reach out to the family and apologize, ever. I'm sorry. I suppose I'm still bitter. I try not to be, but sometimes it just creeps right back in on me. Please don't ask me to see a therapist or tell me I need friends or I need someone to talk to. I don't need a therapist. And I sure don't need medication. And people think, it's been 8 years. You should be able to let him go by now. You should be able to remove his photos. Well, that ain't happening. You have no idea how much I loved that child. Not more than my others. It could have been one of the others, God forbid. It would have been the same thing. Same feelings. I'm not pulling Kurt out of the bunch and exalting him. Although I guess I do, because I miss him so much. When Kurt was 11, he made me promise that I would live to be 117. I don't know why that number, but I promised him I would. I told him I'd always be with him. I forgot to make him promise me the same thing. I guess I have figured out that this melancholy that I feel every year, it doesn't isolate me so much that it connects me to this human experience. This is just a human experience. In my mind, I know Kurt's better off. I know he's in a glorious place. I know he wouldn't come back here even if he could. Joy and sorrow can coexist. I'm living proof of it. It's just the complexity of life. It's just life. As always, this year, like all the other years, I will carve out my space for my feelings and settle them in somewhere. I will think about Kurt when I'm playing with Eleanor. I will think about Kurt when we're opening gifts. And when everyone is packing up to go home and loading their cars, I'll think about Kurt, because he helped everyone. He would gather up everything he could and walk it out to the cars for people. He loved his family so much. You may get tired of me talking about Kurt. I'm sorry, but I will continue. I have to continue. He will never leave me. He will never leave my side. He's sitting beside me right now. Kurt's always with me. He never leaves my thoughts. I know there are so many of you suffering like I am. I remember you, Bonnie Kay. Your granddaughter died just a few days before my grandson. I remember you, Bonnie. I think about you all the time. So, if anybody asks me, why can't you get over this? I'll say, do you have some time for me to talk about my Kurt? And then you'll know. I love you guys. Love's coming your way.